Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Is this too loud? I like the sounds. I like my little sounds I got. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to another glimpse of growth with Dr. Dale. Let me mute myself over here. I got myself on over here in Instagram. So I'm in all the places. I am on. Hello to those that are joining me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and the Tickety Talk people. Hello. I know I've been I've been MIA for a few weeks now. I don't know what was that about, but I had a few events. And I am back here. Welcome to another glimpse of growth with Dr. Dale. We are here. Our conversation today, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a minute. And I know because it's been a minute, right? I pray that your day is going amazing, that each and every single one of you are taking a breath for yourself. What is it? It's about noon here in Eastern Standard Time, South Florida. It's about noon. So please make sure that you're taking a deep breath. It's lunchtime. Have lunch. Have yourself some lunch. It's time to eat, okay? And let's have a 30-minute conversation. Again, we're here for a short time, but always a good time. Always a good time. So welcome and thank you for having this conversation with me. Our topic today is, are you being real or are you being harsh? That's what we're talking about today. Are you being real or are you harsh? Being harsh. And let me ask you something. Have you ever, and this is where this conversation is coming from. I had this happen quite a few times in the past couple of weeks. So I said, okay, I need to talk about this. And a lot of the folks that I was talking to were like, yeah, talk about it. So have you ever said to someone, I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. You don't have to like it, but it is what it is. But deep down when you said that, you knew it didn't land. You knew what you were doing. You knew that, man, did it land well? Could I have said that better? Deep down, you knew, because we be knowing. Or maybe someone said to you or followed up to you about and said, I'm just telling you like it is. Have you had people like that? Or have you? I know I've done it. I'm sure I've done it once or twice. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm just telling you like it is. And it didn't feel like the truth. It felt like a crash, more so than anything else. So today, that's what this conversation is about, right? We're unpacking that real question. Are you being real or are you being harsh? Someone has here on TikTok. Yes, you can. Yes. Being real is the same as being harsh. Yes. It's not the same. It's not the same. So that's what our conversation is going to be about today. Because there's a difference, right? Being real or being harsh, there's a difference. And the difference, between honesty and harm. That's what we're doing here. Hi, welcome, Juliet. Welcome in, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to a glimpse of growth. Welcome in, Clemente 7. Welcome. So there's a difference between honesty and harm. There's a difference between clarity and carelessness. There's a difference between truth and delivery. So that's why the question is, when you're telling someone something and you're giving them the facts, I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you like it is. You don't have to like it, but that's the way it is. Many of us pride ourselves in being a direct, straight shooter, right? We don't sugarcoat things, right? I say what needs to be said. I keep it real. Do you know someone like that? Are you someone like that? Kalila, welcome. Good morning. Welcome in. And listen, there's value in telling the truth. There is tons of value in telling the truth. But emotional intelligence asks us a deeper question. Is your truth helping or hurting? That's the deeper question. How are you sharing that truth? And I think with everything that's going on in the world right now, say, Celine, Andre Craig, there's a lot going on in the world right now, which causes us to react much quicker than respond. I remember working, and here's another scenario that I remember when I was working in a 9 to 5. I remember working with a leader who said, "My team just can't. They just can't handle the truth. They can't handle feedback." And I'm just being honest with them. But when we kind of dig deeper and looked at the deeper stuff, that wasn't the case. There was more. It was the delivery. The delivery. How she was sharing the truth. The tone was sharp. The timing off. That team, this particular team I'm talking about, they had just witnessed someone in their department that died, that passed away. And right after that message that was shared, that everybody found out that somebody in the department died, the manager, the leader went in strong and sharp and curt and no compassion at all. Andrew, Honorina, good morning. There was no space for a dialogue to happen. There was no collaboration. There was no understanding. There was no empathy. And what they called honesty, in reality, the team experienced it as criticism, disrespect. Andrew, disrespect. No, you don't care about us. That's what they heard based on what was being said because of everything that was going on. So if your truth shuts people down instead of opening them up, it's not landing. It's not going to land. It's not going to do what you think it needs to do, what you want it to do. It's not going it makes no sense. It's not going anywhere. And this is not only in workplace, this is in at home, this is at church, this is at in your friends group. If you make how you make someone feel before you deliver that truth that you give them, that's going to decide the entire conversation, the entire message. So the core truth here is, being real doesn't have to be reckless. It doesn't mean being reckless. Being kind doesn't mean being silent either. You can hold people accountable. Emotional intelligence is all about holding both of them. Holding both of them. Truth and care, clarity and compassion, directness and dignity. Welcome, Jennifer. Adrienne Court, welcome. Good morning. Because You can say the right thing the wrong way and lose the message completely. Once you say that truth that you are claiming that you are delivering, you can be delivering that so direct, Nancy. You can be so direct and clear about that, but you're saying it in the wrong way, in one ear for the other person, out the other, and lose the message. You lose what you are trying to do in that conversation, you know? So let's talk about why, right? Why do you think we kind of lean more into the harsh side of the truth? Adrian, Nancy, Matthew Neely, welcome. Good morning. Why do you think we lean more harshly into the truth, the harsh side of the truth? Huh? When we're frustrated, when we're tired, when we don't want to repeat ourselves too many times. That's me. That's me. That's me. I don't like repeating my times more than 2 or 3 times. Still working on that. We think urgency justifies the intensity when it doesn't. Patty Max 7, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to A Glimpse of Growth. We've been taught, you know, what your previous manager taught you, and now you're a manager, how just because they did it that way, especially if it's not necessarily the right way, if it's the wrong way, maybe you need to rediscover your way and do it with a little bit more heart, right? Mary Valve, good morning. Good morning. Do it with a little bit more heart. Do it a different way. Just because your mom did it that way, just because your dad did it way, your family did it that way, that's just because that's the way that you were taught to shut down, to cut people off, to make people feel disrespected, to use derogatory words, to scream at people, to slam doors, to yell at people in emails. Like, just because other people did it to you, you know it didn't feel nice. It don't feel good. Don't put other people through that. And I know it's easier said than done. I know that. And the point is not to get it perfect. The point is to never give up trying. You fall down today, you don't get it right today, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, right? If you didn't get it right, acknowledge, be aware of it, talk to the person, whoever it is that you're talking to, and put some accountability measures in place to help yourself not to do it again. You don't have to do it the way that old boss did it, right? Sometimes harshness is not just, it's simply being harsh is not just you just being rude. You're just you have unregulated honesty. The honesty that you're trying to deliver, you haven't dealt with it. And it's not about the person that's receiving it, it's about you and how you're delivering it. And emotional intelligence says so. Thank you guys for joining. Good morning. Right? Emotional intelligence says pause, 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 pause before delivering what you feel. Pause. Instead of saying, you always miss deadlines, try instead. I've noticed that deadlines have been missed a few times in the past couple of meetings that we're supposed to have. Can we talk about what's getting in the way of that? Instead of see the different feeling, think about how you feel when you hear the words. If you say it out loud, you always miss deadlines. What's wrong with you? Think about that feeling and the feeling of, hey, I've noticed some deadlines have been missed. Can we talk about what's getting in the way? Different feeling, different impact. Same words. We just want to say those words, Michael Edwards, in a different way. Skeeter, good morning. Instead of saying, this doesn't make sense, say, help me understand what happened here. Help me understand what happened here. More respect. Because the goal isn't just to speak. Oh, that was for me. The goal isn't just for you to speak. When you're in high tense conversation, or you're arguing with your loved one, or you're arguing with your girlfriend, or you're in a back and forth with your employee, the point isn't just for you to speak. The goal is to be heard, to for them to understand you, and to move that relationship forward. Forward. That's the goal. Thank you. Good morning. Juan Garibaldo. Hi. How are you? You're okay? Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Yes. Thank you guys for joining. The goal in any conversation isn't just for you to speak and to win that conversation or win that argument. The goal is for them to understand you, for you to understand them, for you to move the conversation forward, to move that relationship forward, not to win. So here are some 3 markers that I'm going to leave with you as we wind down here, as we get ready to wind down here. Remember, I said a short time, always a fun time. So here are 3 markers of emotional and intelligent communication. So when you're in those funky situations and funky conversations with your loved one, with your employee, first of all, clarity over contempt. Say what needs to be said without attacking the person. Without attacking the person. Say what needs to be said without attacking the person. The truth that you are going to deliver, it still has to be delivered with safety. And this is where your psychological safety comes into play. Riri, good morning, welcome. This is where psychological safety comes into play. Reduce the threat before you deliver the truth. How do you do that? Let them know that you are in their corner, no matter what the outcome of this conversation is. Hey, this, whatever, as a result of this big mistake that happened in the department, we are going to lose dot, 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 dot. But I want you to know, for what happens next, I am here for you. I don't only want you to grow in good times, I want you to grow when there's opportunities of growth for you. And I want you to know I am here. I want the best for you. And I so respect the work that you've done in all this entire past year. And sometimes, and just let them know that. And then you deliver is like that, when you're giving feedback. You start the sandwich with the bread. The bread is the soft part. The bread is the soft part. You need to put the bread there first, and then you put the mayo, mustard, all that stuff on there second, right? And then that's that mayo, that bread is your psychological safety, right? You're creating the safety net to let that employee know that you are in their corner no matter what. I am here for you. I got you. I see you. Thank you for all that you've done. Park, good morning. And so now that you put the bread, now it's time to put the tomatoes and the lettuce and the meat and ham and whatever it is you're going to put on there. And since it comes in different flavors and different looks and different shapes, that's what you're did. That's the different list of things. And now that I've let you know that, this is what we're going to do I'm going to hold you accountable because this is something that you knew, dot, and you show them and you tell them, and bop, and we can't have this in the department anymore, and then you go on from there. And then you close it back up with the bread again. Karen Hartman, you close it back up with the bread. Okay, and that's how you like your sandwiches. Some people just like your sandwiches with everything in the middle but no bread, right? That's fine too. But you close it back up with the bread and you let them know, right? As a result of this, I'm going to have to suspend you for 3 days. And and then the person, there's dialogue happening back and forth, and the person understands, and do they have anything they want to say or add or whatever. And how do you feel about this that was just delivered? And then you let them know, and now they know, and then you close it back up. And I just want you to know, again, through this entire process, this is what's going to happen. This is what's expected of you. This is what do you expect of me? And you kind of turn the question around, so you give them a say as well, to let them know that they have a say on how this, how this unfolds. Like, it's just such a beautiful way and such a beautiful thing, the way you just let people know that you are there for them. So clarity over content, right? Number 2, timing matters. Timing matters. Just because it's true doesn't mean it needs to be delivered right now. Darlene, good morning. Good morning. It doesn't mean it has to be delivered right now. Like that employee, that manager that went to the entire team and had a meeting with them, even after they just an hour or two ago heard that their teammate that they've been working with for the past 3-4 years died. That manager went in hard on stuff in the department that needed to get done, and they just went all the way with no compassion, no empathy, no understanding, no love. Your home, your homie help, good morning. Shirley 66, good morning. Welcome to a glimpse of growth. Just because it was, yes, information that needs to be shared with them, but doesn't need to be shared right now. They're going to a grieving process. Can't that wait? Priorities, right? And then last but not least, tone. Your tone will carry the message. So if you close your eyes and you listen to my voice, what do you feel? Because what you felt or what you feel in that moment, in this moment, this entire time you've been listening, will determine how you feel about this message. Do you feel it speaking to you? Does it feel soft? Does it feel open? Does it feel flexible? Does it feel like you can have a dialogue with me? That is what you are sacrificing when you do not be intentional about your tone when you are delivering that message. This is another one for me, you guys. So I'm talking to you, but this is for me and you. Remember, I always say, I'm going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold each other accountable because this world is already crazy and we don't need to drive each other crazy, right? People may forget what your words, Maya Angelou's favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou, but they won't forget how you made them feel. You as a manager, you as a leader, if you are still thinking today that feelings and emotions and empathy and vulnerability and all of those stuff, compassion, if you are one of those people out there still in this century think that that stuff is not important, oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Carolinda. Oh, send me a rose. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you. Thank you so very much. If you feel like this stuff is no longer, it still doesn't apply to the workplace, having emotions and feelings and perspectives and dialogue and compassion and human potential and emotional intelligence. And if you believe this stuff is too soft for the workplace, let the words of Maya Angelou make you rethink that approach. People will forget what you said. So, all the things that I've said here today, you may forget it. You probably will forget it, but you will not forget how I made you feel, how that person made you feel in that conversation. That's how important, that's how important your tone matters. Your tone is. So when you're sitting down with that employee, with your spouse, with your friend, with your mom, with your dad, you got to understand they are giving you, we are giving a response from everything that came before us. Oh, thanks. I'm glowing. You're looking amazing. Oh, thank you very much. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. Miss D, good morning. Good morning. So, people, if you feel a nudge, right? If I made you feel, doesn't matter whatever conversation you're listening to, whatever people are saying, you the first thing as a human being, you are checking for how you feel when the person is talking, or when the person depending on what the person is saying. The message, it don't matter, because your tone your tone will carry your message. And if people can sit, and let me tell you this, I'll end this point with this: people can sense your tone way before they sense your message. Way before they can hear your message, people will sense your tone, how you make them feel. Okay, so here's some reflection for you as we begin to get out of here. Pause and ask yourself, do you feel safe hearing the truth from me? Or do you you're bracing yourself when I speak? Like my words are slapping you. Bah, pa, pa. Right? So that's the question. If my words are not slapping you, that means that you feel safe speaking and hearing from me. You feel like you can talk to me. There's a dialogue. I'm not like button up and serious and stoic. That's not me. Some people will like it to be me, but it's not me. Right? So let me leave you with this. You can be honest and kind. You can be direct. Ah, thank you so much. Carolinda is just blessing me over here. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You can be direct and respectful. You can be real without being harsh. That's emotional intelligence. That's leadership. And that's how we protect relationships while still saying the truth. Okay? That's I mean, you don't have to be giving the truth and be harsh giving the truth. You can give the truth with love. You can give the truth with appreciation. You can give the truth with letting the person know that you see them, you understand them, but I still have to hold you accountable, because how did you, this mistake was made, and just because I love you doesn't mean I'm not going to scold you. There's a mother, just like from a mother with a child. Your child is acting out or did something. You're not gonna just let him go by without. They have to. How else are they gonna learn, right? And that's what this is. You're a leader. You're a mentor. You're a coach. People are looking to you for responses. You're a mother. You're a father. You're a sister. What does your day look like? How are you showing up? How are people experiencing you? That is so important. So here's a call to action. I have two call to actions for you. Thank you. You have a great rest of your day as well. Oh, thank you. Ojos tapaditos. Hi, hi. So I have two call to actions for you. If this resonated with you and you want to strengthen how you communicate, two things: join my newsletter. That's my website, dalereports.com. I welcome you. I welcome you. Samil, Samil Farhat, good morning. Welcome. I welcome you. Join my newsletter. I send out new free events, free guides all the time. Know what's happening before it's happening. Know before everybody else what's happening. So go to dalereports.com and just sign up for my newsletter. And all we need is your name and your email, and you are good to go. So that's the first call to action. The second one is I have my Unmute Confident event coming up. It's this weekend. If you are here in South Florida and you're in Pompano Beach area or close to, and it's not too far away from you, join us. Join us, myself and Susan Bigler, a collaboration, Bigler Than Life and Dale Reports. We are hosting an intimate group of amazing women that want to grow their confidence. The event is called Unmute Confident You. It's on Saturday, April 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We cannot wait to see you there. We'll see you there. Join us. Let me know down below your comments, your thoughts, anything you want to share. Reach out, DM me. I don't bite. And I cannot wait to see you guys again next week. I had a lot of fun today. Thank you guys for listening, for sharing. Thank you for all the blessings and the conversations. And I will see you guys next week, Wednesday, same time, same Eastern Standard Time, 12:15 p.m. Okay? All right. Bye.
Thank you for being here and supporting this channel. If you enjoy this episode and this content, it would mean a lot to me if you would take a few seconds to ensure you are subscribed to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. Click the notification bell to receive notification. Share it with someone you think may need it. And let's continue to become more intelligent with our emotions.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.